I have been losing a pound every single day. What's going on, all of you wonderfully amazing people? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you are notified every time I upload a brand new video. And also give this video a big old fat thumbs up for your girl. Y'all know I am on this weight loss journey. I have been consistent. I have been sticking it out, and your girl is losing some weight. So yes, as you saw in the intro of this video, I have been losing 1 pound per day. Now, I told y'all that I wasn't going to be standing on the scale. I wasn't going to be stepping on the scale every single day. However, I've been experimenting with something, and y'all know how I am about my experiments. This is not a concoction, but this has just been a little bit of an experiment of my eating window. So you guys know that I do practice intermittent fasting. I've been practicing intermittent fasting ever since I've been on my weight loss journey. And the intermittent fasting that I've pretty much been utilizing has been 18-6, where I fast for 16 hours and I eat all of my calories within an 8-hour window. So my eating time has always been from 10 until 6. I can't eat anything before 10. You know, you can have your black coffee or your water. I'm not a black coffee person, so I only drink water during my fasting time. And I can't eat anything after 6 p.m., okay? So that's the eating window that I have been utilizing with my intermittent fasting. However, I have found another form of intermittent fasting that I have been implementing over the last 4 days. So basically, since the last time you guys have seen me, I pretty much have been implementing this form of intermittent fasting. And what the form of intermittent fasting that I'm referring to is alternate day fasting. Some of you guys are probably going to be like, ooh, I am still doing keto, right? I have not strayed away from keto. I am still strictly keto, but I have been utilizing alternate day fasting. And a lot of you guys might be like, well, what the heck is alternate day fasting? Alternate day fasting is where you can pretty much eat whatever you want on your feed day, but on your down day, which is the day that you consume no more than the maximum amount of calories that you can consume on your down day is 500, but I'd only consume water on my down day. So I pretty much eat normally on my feed day. Whatever food I want to eat on my feed day, I still make sure that I stick strictly to keto foods on my feed day. And on my down day, I just have nothing but water, right? So today is actually my feed day. So yesterday was my down day and I consumed nothing but water. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be like, say for instance, I start eating today at 10 a.m. I start eating at 10 a.m. and I still always stop my feeding window at 6 p.m. Even though I'm utilizing a different form of intermittent fasting, I still make sure I eat after 10 and before 6, right? So pretty much once I finish my last meal, I've actually been using an application on my phone. I think it's called Zero. I'll put some screenshots here of my last 2 fasts. I think right now I'm a little bit over 36 hours. And 36 hours is the sweet spot. So what do I mean by that? So say for instance, you stop eating today at 6 p.m., right? You start your fast after you stop eating. You are not supposed to eat until 36 hours after you start your fast, okay? 36 hours strictly, like I said, 500 calories or less. A lot of people like to stress that 500 calories out. They'll have some raw vegetables. Some people have like just a small salad with a little bit of dressing on it. Nothing over 500 calories. But again, that is what they call the modified form of alternate day fasting. I do just strict alternate day fasting where I eat my food regularly one day. You can even eat whatever types of foods that you want to eat. A lot of people find this way of intermittent fasting a little bit easier because they don't have any super duper restrictions. What I mean by that is you can have, if you decide that you want to go out to eat some McDonald's, or you want to have some Krispy Kreme donuts, or if you want to go to Pizza Hut or wherever with your family one day, you can eat whatever you want to eat on your feed day, and just make sure that during that fast day you consume, again, no more than 500 calories or water if you're doing the total alternate day fasting. But if you're doing the modified version, no more than 500 calories. And since I have been doing this, I have been dropping 1 pound per day, which is the reason why I've been weighing myself every single day, because I wanted to test it to see if it's, something that I'm going to be doing. And family, let me tell you something. I wouldn't call myself a super hardcore experienced faster, But I have done several extended water fasts. You guys know when I was sick, I was super duper sick, and I had to fast and I had to pray. So I fasted and prayed for what was supposed to be 7 days, but I ended up going 10 days, nothing but water. I had nothing but water for 10 days for spiritual reasons, because I needed to have a very, 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 very close spiritual connection with God during that time, you guys, because I was going through a lot with my health at that particular time. So I have done several of those, right? That was my longest, the 10 days, but I have done I've done a 7-day water fast. I've done a 3-day water fast. But I find alternate day fasting to be so easy. Reason being is because, like I said, on your feed day, you can have as many calories as you want. Well, within reason. Don't go out there eating 30,000 calories on your feed day and decide that you're going to, fast on your down day. You can do that, but just know that your weight loss will be a little bit stagnant when you're doing things like that. But like I said, you don't have to restrict yourself too much on your feed days. You can eat normally. The normal American diet, which a lot of people eat a whole lot of carbs. You can eat carby foods on your feed day, fast on your fasting day, and this is still a very, very, very powerful way to lose weight. And to me, it's very sustainable, because you guys, honestly, on my feed, it's really weird, because on my down days, I seem to be a little bit hungrier. And on my feed days, I know this is psychological. On my down days, I might sit there and I might be thinking about food. I'm not really hungry. But let me tell you, I've done extended fasts, so I know what true hunger feels like. I know what it feels like to be truly hungry. However, now I know the difference between being hungry and just wanting some food, right? Yes, your stomach will growl and all those things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're quote unquote hungry. That doesn't mean that you're starving. That just means that your body is telling you, okay, we can use some food right now. And a lot of people can eat some food and 2-3 hours later their stomach is growling. A lot of that depends on how much you consume anyway, per your body. But because I think that I have been doing these fasts over the last couple of months anyway, I think it's a little bit easier for me. So on my feed days, I eat normally, eat my normal keto foods, and I stop eating at 6, and then I start my fast, and I don't eat until 36 hours later. I've been pretty much over the last 4 days been going 42, 43 hours, okay, as far as my fast is concerned. But like I said, the sweet spot is 36 hours. But again, I've been going 42, sometimes a little bit longer, right? I'm actually going to New Orleans on Monday, so I have been, I think this is a great, great, great way for me to intermittent fast, because like I said, it's very, very easy for me, and I have been averaging 1 pound per day doing this form of alternate day fasting. And again, I'm not depriving myself, you guys. There have been tons of studies on this. Again, you can do some research. I'm fairly new at this. I'm only 4 days in doing this alternate day fasting, but again, I have been consistently losing 1 pound per day on this, and I have watched some videos of other people who have been doing alternate day fasting. I'm a part of a couple of alternate day fasting groups on Facebook, and the amount of not just health benefits that come from alternate day fasting, because again, you're detoxing your body for a full 36 hours, and then you're going back into your regular eating, then you're detoxing your body again for another 36 hours or however many hours that you go. So it is a ton of benefits in the alternate day fasting. So I really recommend that you guys do your research on it. Again, I am fairly new, but it is working for me. And I do not feel deprived. And I think this is a great way for people out there who struggle with quote unquote dieting every single day. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of people look at it as though, oh my God, every single day I have to restrict myself. But if you were to try out alternate day fasting, and again, you don't really have to change anything in your diet. You can just eat normally one day and the next day fast, do the full alternate day fasting, or do the modified version where you have 500 calories or less on that fasting day. But I feel like a true fast is where you consume nothing but water. But again, you can utilize the modified version where you can have 500 calories of whatever you want, okay? A lot of people like to say use nutrient-dense foods, which means, your fruits and your vegetables and things like that. Again, you can have a salad with a little bit of chicken on it, as long as it doesn't go over 500 calories, you can have that on your fasting day. But if you truly want the true benefits of fasting during the alternate day fasting method, I personally feel like, you should try to stick to just water, or again, the nutrient dense foods, which are your fruits and your veggies, instead of a really carb packed 500 calories. Because we know you can have a donut or something and that's 200 calories, and then you have another donut and you had 500 calories. So you've only ate 2 donuts on your fasting day, when you could have probably had a big old salad with spinach and things like that, and it really would have filled you up. So I am super excited. So again, let me give you a full synopsis. Let me go back to, because I have all of this stuff written on my notepad here. So total that I have lost since starting my journey back period. I started my journey, I have it on January 15th, but I think I started around the 13th. But I have on here where I started tracking January 15th. So I've lost a total of, drumroll please, 17 pounds, again, since January 15th. So it has not been a full 30 days, and I am down 17 pounds. And y'all, I can already tell, like I said, I know you guys looking at this, you may or may not be able to tell, but I look at myself every single day. So I can already tell in my face, I can already tell in my shoulders, I can already tell that I am losing weight. And I have still been going to the gym. Now, since I started the alternate day fasting, I have let up a little bit on the weight training, because if you're going to the gym and you're going super hardcore on weights on a day that you're drinking nothing but water, or you're only having 500 calories, it might be a little tough on you. So I still go to the gym, but I don't go super hardcore on the weights on my fasting days. I strictly just get on the treadmill, do me maybe a mile or 2 walk on my fasting day, and that is it. And that's just to get me a little bit of exercise in, so that I'm not super just stagnant. Okay, I work from home, so I'm sitting in front of my computer all day working, so I don't have a lot of, I don't have a very active business, so I don't have a very active way of getting some exercise in while I am doing work. So that's why I go to the gym, and I, like I said, walk on the treadmill for maybe a mile or 2 on a fasting day. Now on my feed days, I'll go and I might do 3 or 4 miles on the treadmill and do a little bit of weight training, on my feed day. Not a lot. I mean, that's what I've been doing. So a pound a day, if I continue to lose a pound a day, I will definitely be at my goal of 30 pounds by March. You guys know that I said I wanted to be 30 pounds down by March. And like I said, I'm already halfway, a little bit over halfway there to my goal of 30 pounds down by March. So I'm super excited about that. So if you guys are interested in trying out the alternate day fasting, again, I highly recommend that you do your research, because again, everything isn't for everybody. What works for me may not work for you, okay? If you've been doing the 16-8 method and that's been working for you, I highly recommend that you stick to the 16-8 method. I mean, again, this is just a little bit of an experiment that I've been trying, but I am in the process of going through a very big purchase, if you guys know what I mean. So I really think the alternate day fasting, where I have a full day where I can just fast and I can pray and talk to Jesus, I think that is definitely going to work for me, because I am a very spiritual person. I have been through a lot in my life, and I used to not be super duper spiritual, but when you go through something that you feel like is life-changing, you start to open your eyes and you start to appreciate not just life, but you start to appreciate the things that God has blessed you with. So pretty much that's all I've been doing, and that's one of the main reasons that I've been doing, is because it's really easy for me, because I am used to fasting, and it's also been giving me an opportunity to fast and detox and talk to God on my fasting days. So I'm super excited about what the rest of the month has in store. I'm super excited for what March has in store. I'm super excited for what the rest of the year has in store. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing ADF. I'll probably continue my ADF for a couple of months, who knows, and then go back to my 16-8. So, it really all just depends on the person, but my research has shown that this is a way that a lot of people have been able to just, not really alter their way of eating and still be able to lose a significant amount of weight. Because again, this one guy that I started following, he said he's been doing alternate day fasting for I think he said he was on it for like 28 days and he was already down almost 30 pounds, and he's still been eating regularly on his feed days. He said his wife is a cook. She likes to cook delicious foods, delicious fattening foods. I'm from the South, you guys. I'm from Alabama. Not really sure where he's from, but he was saying his wife was cooking macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, meatloaf, really hearty, down home, just comfort foods, and he was still able to eat those foods and still lose weight doing alternate day fasting. So again, it's something definitely to look into if you guys are interested. And of course, I have still been taking my apple cider vinegar faithfully every single day. Even on my fast days, I still take my apple cider vinegar, you guys. I know somebody's going to ask that question. So still on my fast days, I still take my shot of apple cider vinegar, and I go on about my day drinking a full gallon of water every single day, okay? Still drink my gallon of water a day on feed days as well as on my fast days. So I hope that this has been helpful to someone. But yeah, 1 pound per day over the last 4 days. And I'm excited to see what the next 4 days, the next 7 days have in store. And again, the only reason that I'm weighing myself so much is because I'm doing an experiment to see if this will work for my body. And it has definitely been working. So I pretty much weigh myself after a fast day. I don't weigh myself after a feed day. I weigh myself after a fast day, and it has still been 1 pound per day. So I'm super excited, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.